Hey, what's up YouTubers, and welcome back to another collection update video. And it's been a while since I've had an update video. I don't really have a whole lot to show, and this is stuff that I picked up over the last few months because I'm still trying to play catch up with some of the trade packages that I have going. And I'm happy to report that I'm about halfway done with my trade packages. I got 2 guys done already. I still have a couple more to go. So I'm going to show you guys some of the things I picked up recently. And now keep in mind, some of these have been out for a while, but also keep in mind that I did pick some of this stuff up over the last couple months. And I've just been kind of piling it up, waiting till I have enough to show a decent length video. And also, I'm recording this in 4K at 60 frames per second. So let me know if you guys notice any difference. I usually record in 1080p. So hopefully this will be a little bit clearer and a little bit better for you guys to view. So I have a couple of titles that I got from Vinegar Syndrome. A couple titles I got from Wild East. Some stuff I picked up at Ronin Flicks. I got a pretty cool box set from Severin. A couple of Netflix seasons, and I'm going to start off with a movie I just watched recently for the first time. I didn't get a chance to see this when it was at the theaters, and I tried, but for some reason in my local area this was only at the theater for about a month, and by the time I got around to checking it out or wanting to check it out, it was already gone. So this, of course, is Halloween 2018, and I really enjoyed the film. I thought it was very well done, and I thought it was actually one of the better installments in the series. And this is the collectible steelbook that was a Best Buy exclusive. And this comes with a 4K Blu-ray and a regular 1080p Blu-ray. And my goodness, did Jamie Lee Curtis get old, but she played a very good role, one of the original Scream Queens. Of course, the daughter of Janet Leigh from Psycho and Tony Curtis. Here is the Blu-ray. I don't have a 4K Blu-ray player just yet, but I do have a 4K TV. I do plan on picking up a 4K player. It's been about a year since I was talking about it. I'm probably going to pick one up when I get my taxes back this year. So I'm going to splurge a little bit. I'm going to try to pick up a decent one. I want to get one that's not necessarily the top of the line, but pretty close to the top of the line. When it comes to electronics, I think you get what you pay for, so I don't mind spending a little extra on a 4K Blu-ray player, knowing that the quality is going to be good. And I'm a Sony guy, so I'm going to look for something Sony. But yeah, this was a very good movie. I really enjoyed it. They kind of leave the ending open a little bit, because I'm not going to ruin the ending for those who didn't see it yet, but they kind of lured Michael Myers, not kind of, but they lured him into a trap. But for some reason, it just had the feeling that he could get out. Of course, it is a Halloween movie, so they had about 100 sequels already. But that was a very, very good entry in the Halloween series, I thought. Let's get into the Vinegar Syndrome stuff that I picked up. I got 2 titles here right now. I got another couple coming. One should have been here by now. It's been a little bit delayed, but I guess I'll show that in a different video. But the first one here is called The Children, and it's a Killer Kids movie. Comes with a nice deluxe slipcover. And they really do a great job at Vinegar Syndrome with their slips. I guess it's like a double thick. You can kind of see how they have like a double wrap on the inside, and it's really, really nice quality, nice collector's pieces. And then here's the reversible cover. I flipped it already. And there you can see some of the special features. There's quite a bit of them. Not going to go through all of those. If you guys want to pause that and read those, you can. This is a film from 1980. And it is a Blu-ray DVD combo. It's 93 minutes. And it says that this was shot back-to-back with Friday the 13th and sharing some of the same crew. So that's pretty cool. And produced by Carlton J. Albright, who also did Luther the Geek. there you can see the Blu-ray on the right. There's the DVD. And I always really like it when companies put unique artwork and designs on the Blu-ray and the DVD. And then there's the reversible cover, which is also the same image that was on the slip. Vinegar Syndrome is a really, really good company. Top quality. Very, very impressed with the company. And so that was The Children, 1980. And then the second and last one from Vinegar Syndrome. This is a Troma film called The Dead Come Home. Also, it was called The House on Tombstone Hill, which I didn't know it by either of those two titles. I knew it as The Dead Dudes Come Home, I think it was. Let me see here. I think it was on the reversible cover. And that was what the original cover art looked like, which is pretty weak. But I do appreciate that Vinegar Syndrome put that in as kind of a retro. I much prefer the House on Tombstone Hill title with that cover. And I think the slipcover is beautiful. So Vinegar Syndrome did a great job on that. Dead Dudes in the House, that's what it was called. And that's what the original cover looked like. I believe that was released in a DVD box set tin in the early 2000s, late 90s. But there you can see some of the special features. And it's a film from 1988. Blu-ray DVD combo, as we just saw. And it says, absurdly gory and filled with top-notch kills. Courtesy of effects wizard Ed French and Bruce Spalding Fuller. So that's cool. I'm glad to have this in the collection. That is, I prefer to call it The House on Tombstone Hill, but it's The Dead Come Home or Dead Dudes in the House. So the next two I'll show are from the Wild East catalog, and these are the two newest releases. And big shout out to Ali, the owner over at Wild East. He's putting out some great stuff, and he's really doing a good job over there. He told me that they have another Blu-ray coming out pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that. Go over to wildeast.net if you're interested in checking out any of these titles. And these are always limited, so they do sell out pretty quick, and then they do go for some pretty good money on the secondary markets. So you may want to go over there and check it out. I know Diabolic DVD also does sell from the Wild East catalog. So this is called Requiem for Gringo, which I believe it was originally titled A Requiem for a Gringo. And this is Spaghetti Western Collection Volume 61. And this is only the second Blu-ray that they put out in their collection. So glad to own that. They are going to have another one, like I said. So there you can see it was also called AKA Duel in the Eclipse. One of the most unique releases of the spaghetti western genre. Always like to add some westerns to the collection, and there is the website wildeast.net. And then there's the disc, and you can see some of their previous releases. I do have every single title from the collection except one, and I'm still hunting that one down. And here is the Peter Lee Lawrence double feature. Peter Lee Lawrence being a German actor, that was his. Peter Lee Lawrence was a pseudonym. His real name was Carl something, but he died at a very young age of 30 from what would I call this? He had like some lasting effects of brain cancer or something. He passed away at age 30, but this is volume 62. This is their most recent release. Peter Lee Lawrence was in quite a few movies in his young life, his short life, I should say. And Ride for a Massacre, also known as The Fury of Johnny Kidd. and A Gun for 100 Graves, which was an Umberto Lenzi film. So there is the disc with the twin billing, and then there's the chapter stops on the left. And there you get some of their previous releases again. I really like showing support to some of the smaller companies like this, and I recommend to go check these guys out. Go check out wildeast.net. So I think the next pile I'll pull from is going to be from the Ronin flicks, which would be my Code Red and my Scorpion titles. And the first one is a Fulci film called Murder Rock, put out by Scorpion. Comes with this nice slipcover. I like that image. That looks really cool. And there is the reverse, which also looks really cool. They could have easily picked either one of those for the slipcover, but I do like that one a little bit better. So you do have some special features. You get a brand new 2018 scan with over 45 hours of color correction, extensively restored with English audio, and you get a couple of brand new interviews with star Greta, who was also in Demons. And you get a brand new interview with the makeup artist Franco Casagni, and you get reversible cover, which I just showed you guys. This one also comes with a poster. I know the poster was kind of limited. I think they may have sold out by now. I'm not sure about that. But the poster is a decent size. It's much smaller than like a typical Scream Factory poster. I'll kind of show you a size comparison to like the size of a Blu-ray, just so you kind of know what. So it is quite small in comparison to like, you know, your Scream Factory stuff, but it's cool. I like that they threw that in. That was Fulci's Murder Rock, and that was a film from 1984. And this is the unrated. And it says it is in Italian with English subtitles, or you can watch it in English. It is Region A. So the next one here is a Code Red title. This was my latest pickup. And this is Jungle Holocaust. I believe this was filmed in Sri Lanka. It's a Italian cannibal film from, was it the late 70s? Maybe early 80s. But you get, it is all region, and this is the unrated edition of it. It's 90 minutes running time. And this is an upgrade for me. I do have the DVD. That was the alternate title, The Last Survivor. And that was the original cover with the title Jungle Holocaust. And I do remember renting this on VHS back in the day as well. I gotta be in a certain mood to watch like the cannibal films, but I mean they're pretty important in cinema history. And then just to kind of show a little comparison, I did pull out the DVD, and this is Deodato's Jungle Holocaust. This was put out by Shriek Show. And it's saying here on the back that the film is from 77, so that's about what I thought. It was late 70s. And the next one is also an upgrade for me. And this was once put out by Code Red. And I believe it did have an Anchor Bay release on DVD. I'm not exactly sure about that, who put that on DVD, but I never did own the DVD, although I had rented this on VHS a few times. This is the Code Red Spy number 169. Savage Streets, I gotta go back and show you guys the spine for Jungle Holocaust. That is spine 133 for those keeping score at home. And this is a very, very good, probably one of the best rape revenge movies. And it is a very 80s movie. And it's a cult classic there. You can see John Vernon was in the film. And of course the lovely Linda Blair. And you get isolated music track, which is really cool. There's 3 different audio commentaries. You get some vintage interviews with Linda Blair, Linnea Quigley, and others. And you get more interviews with cast members. So that's cool. And it is Region 0, so it should play worldwide. And the film is from 1984. So there's the disc with the original cover. That's the original cover right there. That's the original cover. And that is Savage Streets, and I was glad to pick that one up. This one does have the HD master from the Interpositive with additional color correction done in 2019, so it's a better picture quality than the previous Code Red release. And another Code Red, this was Slave of the Cannibal God, spine 164, starring the lovely and curvaceous Ursula Andress and Stacy Keach. That's a really cool cover, by the way. That's awesome. By artist Devon, or Devon, I'm not sure. Really like what Code Red does. I love what Scorpion does. There you can see the very curvaceous Ursula. And it is a Region A, and it's unrated. Approximately 103 minutes. You get a brand new HD scan with hours of restoration. Brand new interview with Keach. 2 vintage interviews with Sergio Martino, the director. And for bonus, you get the US cut of Slave of the Cannibal God in HD. This was also known as Mountain of the Cannibal God, and it was put out by 88 Films, which I also own. And that's the reversible cover, which looks just as good. I mean, those are two beautiful choices that you have. I think both of those covers are cool. And then there is the disc art. So I was glad to add those to the Code Red and Scorpion collection. And they also threw in, I can't remember which title they threw this in, it's a little magnet for Kingdom of the Spiders. So thank you to the guys over at Ronin Flicks. Not really a magnet collector, but I thought it was really cool that they threw it in, and I'll keep it. The next thing I have here to show is from Severin Films, and this is the Blood Island collection. I think it's getting really low on stock. I picked this up on Amazon, and I believe this was limited to 3,000 or 3,500. I got number 1,434 out of 3,500. And this is a quadrilogy called the Blood Island collection. And in this collection, you get Terror is a Man, Brides of Blood, Mad Doctor of Blood Island, and Beast of Blood. And so far, I watched the first one and half of the second one, and I thought they were very good. This was a series by Eddie Romero, and it was filmed in the Philippines, and they call it Blood Island because of the gorgeous sunsets out there that have kind of a reddish orange hue to them, and it looks like kind of blood in the sky, I guess. But the first movie, Terror is a Man, is a black and white film, and it was very, very well done. And it was reminiscent to me of The Island of Dr. Moreau. And it may have borrowed some from that movie. I thought it was really well done. I could easily see that first one being like a Criterion movie. It was that well done. The other 3 are in color. I only watched the half of the first half of Brides of Blood, and just because I was really tired. It was good. I enjoyed it. But we'll go through and show you what's all in here. It's I don't want to nitpick. I really don't, but I wish Severin would make their box sets a little more sturdy, because this is pretty flimsy. I mean, the box looks really cool. It looks great. If it was just a little thicker. I mean, they charged a lot of money for this. I think it was $70 for the box set, so it wasn't cheap. And I just would have been a little happier if the box was a little thicker, a little sturdier. That was my small gripe for that box set, but I do love this. And yeah, I'm not gonna keep bagging on that. But here is Beast of Blood. I was going to say that, not to keep dragging it on, but I heard that there was quite a few box sets that were damaged due to the flimsy box, and they were selling them as a scratch and dent sale on Diabolic DVD. So there's the reversible cover, Beast of the Dead, which was Beast of Blood. Is one I haven't seen yet. Looking forward to finishing this up, though. Here's Brides of Blood. I did watch the first half, and I thought it was very good. It was entertaining. I was just really, really tired. I've been tired lately a lot. But this is a film from 1968. I guess I'm kind of going a little too fast here. It says the first sex and gore Blood Island classic, remastered, uncut in 4K for the first time ever. Although it's not the first, because the first one was Terror is a Man. Wait, maybe this is Terror is a Man. No, that's not it. See, here it is. This is the first one right here. No, that's not either. I don't want to jump ahead. Let's just keep going with what we got. Island of the Living Horror. They got so many different titles for these. It's hard to keep up. This was the first one right here. Blood Creature. And it's about a scientist on a desert island in the Philippines, and he's doing experiments to try to join man and creature, man and animal, to make a manimal. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very well done. There was something very unique about this film too when I watched it. There was, in the beginning, there's a little warning screen that pops up, and it says there was a kind of a gory scene, especially considering that this film was from the 50s, 1958 I think it was. There was a pretty gory scene where they were cutting into an animal, and the little warning box popped up and said if you're squeamish, that they were going to ring a bell before something graphic or shocking was about to take place, that they would ring this bell, and then you can close your eyes, and when the scene was over, they would ring the bell again and you can open your eyes. So they actually had that in the movie, which was unique to me because I had never seen that before. But this is the original uncut version of Blood Creature, and I do recommend it. And then here is Tomb of the Living Dead. This one also comes with a CD soundtrack, which was exclusive to the box set. So I don't know if they have plans to, where there's the track listing for the CD. I don't know if they have plans to re-release these as single editions, but I know that they said that the CD was exclusive to this box set. So just to kind of recap, it doesn't have the years on the back of these. I was going to show you the order, but this one is definitely the first one, Blood Creature. That was from the 50s. It was in black and white. The rest were from the 60s and 70s in color. So this is the order. So I was very glad to pick this up, and I know a lot of you guys out there did. If you didn't and you were on the fence, I'm not sure if it's too late by now to go pick it up, but I would go check out Amazon. That's where I got mine from. And if they don't have any more on Amazon, you can talk to Jesse Nelson at Diabolic DVD and see if they have any of the scratch and dent sale. So the next two I'm going to show are a Netflix series, and this one I owned already. This is Stranger Things Season 1, and I recently picked up Stranger Things Season 2, and these are both Target exclusives in the VHS retro packaging. And I just pulled this one out to kind of show a demonstration of the couple of different beautiful packaging that they had, and they're both a couple different types of VHS releases that we had in the States over the years. And the first one was the one that had the slip box sleeve and it slid out the bottom, and then the tape would come out like that. This one has a, where is it? A magnetic flap on the side where it pops open and it houses the discs. There's 2 Blu-rays and 2 DVDs in season 1. And then it also comes with, I think it's a poster, and then there's some kind of retro stuff, some little, like a little post-it note. That's actually a print on the cardboard. It's not a real post-it note, but it does look like it. And I think this packaging is beautiful. But it's been out for a while. I know most of you guys had a chance to pick this one up. It was mass-produced, and then they were almost giving these away at the end. They were trying to sell them. There were so many on the shelves at Target. And I think when it first came out, it was like 30 or 40 bucks, and by the end, they were selling them for $19.99 or $14.99, whatever. I still have yet to see the series, but now that I have both seasons, I can probably start binge watching them now. This is season 2. I was really, really impressed. This one comes in kind of the clamshell plastic case. And I mean, this is just beautiful. It looks like it has a VHS store rental sticker on there. There's where it would house the VHS tape. This one has 3 DVDs and 3 Blu-rays. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to pull all that out. And then it also has some exclusive photos. I suppose I can show these since I haven't showed them before, but I'm sure that there are many, many unboxings of this on YouTube by now. Some of the characters from the film, from the series, and I haven't seen it yet, so I don't even really know who these characters are. I know this was a very, very popular show, and it's still going. Time for me to get on board and start watching this stuff. So that was the Stranger Things season 1 and 2. I just wanted to kind of show those. If you haven't picked this one up, this was also a Target exclusive. You can go on their website, target.com, and I got this really cheap. I think it was only 17 bucks. And I think on eBay they were selling these for like 40. So I got it, I mean, almost half price. So I picked up 2 of them. I got one for a friend in a trade package, and I got 2 for the price of 1, basically, what they were selling them for on eBay. So, and then finally, I saved the Disney stuff for last because I don't know if you guys are really interested in any of the Disney stuff, but these are titles that I picked up through the Disney Movie Club, and I got these a few months ago. So this is Mickey's Christmas Carol. Really enjoy the Disney, anything Disney, really. I'm not going to lie, I do. I love Disney. It just has a special place in my heart. You can love horror and Disney the same. It doesn't, there's nothing funny about that. It's a Blu-ray DVD combo. I already gave the digital codes away, so. And I picked up the Disney Movie Club exclusive twin billing here of the Nightmare Before Christmas and Hocus Pocus. I know that these had Target exclusives with the digibooks, which I really love those too. I may get those at some point, but I wanted to get the Disney Movie Club exclusive. It says it right. See if you can see it. It looks like it's a little bit smudgy, but it should say on their Disney Movie Club exclusive. And it's really cool. I love these movies, and these are good little Halloween flicks. And this was, when I ordered Mickey's Christmas Carol at regular price, they threw this in for, I think it was only a few bucks. This is Olaf's Frozen Adventure. I think it was like $5 for that if you bought this at regular price. So, and it says it includes 6 of the Disney tales that were related to the movie Frozen. And I still haven't checked this out, but I do plan on checking it out at some point. It is the DVD Blu-ray combo. So that was it. Not really a whole lot to show, considering this stuff I've been picking up for the last few months. But thought I'd show some stuff that I picked up recently, and I put that in the wrong case there. Anyway, I'll take care of that off camera. I don't want to end the video on like an awkward note, so I'm just going to kind of show a recap. Hope you guys are well, and as always, I appreciate you checking out my videos. Always good to spend a little time with you guys. Let's see what we got here now. So we got Savage Streets, Code Red, Jungle Holocaust. That was an upgrade for me. Got Murder Rock. Twin Billing from Wild East, A Gun for 100 Graves, and Ride for a Massacre. Requiem for Gringo, Olaf's Frozen Adventure, Slave of the Cannibal God, and then we have the quadrilogy, Brides of Blood, Blood Creature, Tomb of the Living Dead, and Blood Beast, A Beast of Blood. Halloween 2018, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was great. There was some brutal kills in there. It was good to see Michael Myers come back like that. I think the franchise needed it. There is the Hocus Pocus, A Nightmare Before Christmas double billing, Vinegar Syndrome, The Dead Come Home, also known as The House on Tombstone Hill, killer kids movie called The Children. Love what Vinegar Syndrome is doing, and Stranger Things season 1 and 2. So that was it, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care. And Miss Hannah is out. Later.